𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐵𝐢𝐴𝐻
You're 3 drinks into a deep conversation and realize your date hasn't said a single word but is a very good listener. When the neighborhood gossip is so juicy even the cats have to form a committee. Trying to find the cold spot on the pillow, but the pillow starts fighting back. I thought for a second he was going to offer me a business proposal, but it turns out he just wanted the free sample. To think my cat was staring at a ghost until he realized his reflection was much more punchable. I have spent 5 minutes tracking this human and can confirm they are definitely lost. Luckily, I am here to lead them to You're trying to film your glow-in-the-dark dance routine, but the void decides it's time for a close-up. Realize there is enough for everyone, but you still. Your physical form says no, but your cartoon logic says yes. Trying to stay mad, but you hear the treat bag crinkle. You spend all week planning the perfect entrance only to lag at the final second and glitch through the floor. Wake up from a 3-hour nap and realize you're done. When they say pick the freshest produce, but you accidental pick the 𝐸𝐤𝐥𝐵. This is exactly why I have trust issues with the organic section. Look at her face, she is definitely one. You are stuck behind glass but still trying to close the deal on a high-stakes business merger. You're trying to act casual, but the soup smells like a 5-star inheritance. Try to steal Christmas, but remember you have 3 brain cells and one of them is screaming. The parade budget gets cut, but the talent is actually better. Meet the feathered drill team you never knew you needed. Trying to walk your dog, but your dog is busy hosting a wrestling championship for one. trying to stay mad but you remember you're literally just a soft little potato and everything is fine. You reach for the last banana but realize it is already under 24-hour security. Requested a potato but they delivered a long potato. Over. You're trying to act cool on the first date but your social anxiety and lack of coordination decide to team up and take you out. When the sky starts throwing tiny white birds and you realize your hunting license doesn't cover weather patterns. You ask if he wants a treat and then he hears the crinkle of a salad bag. Trying to mind your own business and your human decides it's time for a mandatory high five. You're trying to have a serious main character moment but your shadow. Realize the spa day you booked is just a pink bucket and your owner with a camera but you're too committed to the aesthetic. You're trying to look cool for the gram but your emotional support beluga is a stage 5 cling. You're trying to be a productive member of society but your cat has a strict policy against you having a life outside of being their personal mattress. You're trying to act casual but you accidentally hear your name. Decide to relocate but the landlord says you have to be out by noon. Trying to stay on a diet but the milkshake starts talking back to you. You decide to act like a fierce predator but the sun hits your belly just right and suddenly you are just a giant house cat rebooting in the grass. trying to figure out if you actually forgot the groceries or if you just didn't want to carry them. I have no idea who did this, but I am currently the lead investigator and the only witness has disappeared. Forget to pay the water bill and have to manually stir the aquarium yourself. The 7 o'clock a.m. alarm hits, but you have already committed to being a decorative rug for the next 3 to 5 business days.